Welcome to the session 5 of the unit 6, that is torsion of shaft. So here in the last three sessions we have solved different types of problems, numericals on the torsion of shaft, and in the last session, that is in fourth session, we have solved some numericals on the hollow shaft. So again we will continue to solve some numericals on the hollow shafts. So here the first problem of today's session is two shafts of the same material and same length are subjected to same torque. If the first shaft is of solid circular section and second shaft is of hollow circular section whose internal diameter is 2/3 of the outside diameter and the maximum shear stress developed in each shaft is the same, compare the weights of the shafts. So here in this problem, since both the solid and hollow shafts are made of same material and are of same length, L is same, shear stress induced in the both the shaft is same, and therefore the torque transmitted is also same and develops the same maximum stress. Let T is the torque transmitted by each shaft and tau is the maximum shear stress in each shaft, and D is the diameter of the solid shaft, and DO is the outside diameter of hollow shaft, and DI is the inside diameter of the hollow shaft, that is equal to 2/3 times the DO, and WS is the weight of solid shaft, and WH is the weight of hollow shaft, and small w is the weight density of the, that is you can take omega, that is a small w is the weight density of the material of each shaft, and we know that torque transmitted by solid shaft is T is equal to pi by 16 tau into dq, call this equation as 1, and torque transferred by the hollow shaft is given by Th is equal to, that is T is equal to pi by 16 do into tau into do raised to 4 minus di raised to 4, as the internal diameter is 2/3 times the external diameter. Substitute the value of di is equal to 2/3 into do. So therefore pi by 16 do into tau into do raised to 4 minus 2/3 do whole raised to 4. So therefore, pi by 16 do into tau into do raised to 4 is taken outside the bracket, and therefore 1 minus 2 to the power of 4 is 16 and 3 to the power of 4 is 3 raised to 4 is 81. So therefore pi by 16 tau into 1d gets cancelled with 1 do, so therefore do cube will remains. So 81 minus 16 divided by 81, that is equal to 65 divided by 81. Call this equation as 2. As torque transmitted by solid and hollow shafts are equal, hence equating equations 1 and 2. So therefore T is equal to Ts pi by 16 tau into d cube is equal to pi by 16 into tau into d raised to cube into 65 by 80. So therefore, this pi by 16, so this pi by 16 this pi by 16 gets cancelled with this pi by 16, and tau we cancel with this tau. So therefore d cube is equal to do cube into 65 by 81. Therefore d is equal to 65 by 81 to the power of 1/3, that is cube root of 65 by 81 into do, because so cube root of do cube is do. So the 65 by 81 to the power of 1/3 is 0.929 do, and therefore so d by do is equal to 0.929. Call this equation as 3. Then weight of the solid shaft. So we know that the weight of the solid shaft is equal to weight density into area of cross section into length, that is density into weight density into volume of the shaft. volume is nothing but cross-sectional area into length. So therefore WS is equal to small w into pi by 4, that is weight density, into pi by 4 into d square is the cross-sectional area of the solid shaft, into L. L is the length of the shaft. Call this equation as 4. So weight of hollow shaft. So therefore weight of hollow shaft is equal to weight density into area of cross section into length. So therefore WH is equal to weight density into pi by 4 into dO square minus di square into L. So therefore that is weight density into pi by 4 into dO raised to q square dO square minus 2 by 3 dO square, because di is equal to 2 by 3 times the dO into length, and therefore that is equal to weight density into pi by 4 into dO square into 1 minus 2 square is 4 and 3 square is 9. Therefore 1 minus 4 by 9 into L. Call this equation as 5. Now dividing equation 4 by equation 5, that is weight of the solid shaft divided by weight of the hollow shaft, that is equal to weight density into pi by 4 into d square into L divided by weight density into pi by 4 into 5 by 9 dO square into L. So here also, so weight density, as the material is same, that weight density will also same. This one gets cancelled with this one, and pi by 4 gets cancelled with pi by 4, and L cancels with L. So therefore it will be WS by WH is equal to d square by 5 by 9 dO square, that is equal to 9 by 5 d by dO whole square, as d by dO is 0.929. So therefore by substituting the value of d by dO is 0.929, we will get the WS by WH as 1.55. Therefore the weight of the solid shaft is 1.55 times the weight of the hollow shaft. So it is better to replace a solid shaft by hollow one to reduce the weight of the shaft. Next one. Compare the weight, strength and stiffness of a hollow shaft of the same external diameter as that of the solid shaft. So that is the diameter of the hollow shaft is same as that of the external diameter of the hollow shaft is same as that of the diameter of the solid shaft, and the inside diameter of the hollow shaft being half the external diameter. Both the shafts have the same material and same length. So therefore first we will write down the given data. So here dO is the external diameter of the hollow shaft and D is the diameter of the solid shaft, and as the condition is, so the diameter of the solid shaft is equal to the external diameter of the hollow shaft, and internal diameter of the hollow shaft is half of the external diameter. These are the two conditions given, and that is equal to di by dO is equal to 0.5. Comparison of weight. First we will compare the weight of the hollow shaft by solid shaft. As we know that the weight of the hollow shaft is cross section area into length into density, that is weight density into cross section area into length. So therefore the cross section area of a hollow shaft is pi by 4 into external diameter square minus internal diameter square into length L into density. Call this equation as 1, and weight of the solid shaft is pi by 4 into d square into L into density, that is the cross section area of the solid shaft is pi by 4 into d square, and its length is L, and since the length is same for both the shaft and the material is same, therefore density also remains same. So therefore call this equation as 2. Since both the shafts have the same material length, so therefore dividing equation 1 by equation 2, so therefore WH by WS is equal to pi by 4 dO square minus di square into L into density, and pi by 4 into d square into L into density. So therefore, pi by 4 in the numerator gets cancelled with the pi by 4 in pi by 4 in the denominator, and L gets cancelled with L, and the density is same, therefore gets cancelled with density. So the WH by WS is equal to dO square minus di square, and as the internal diameter is half of the external diameter, that is di by do is 0.5. So in the numerator, so in the numerator we can take do square outside the bracket. So in the inside the bracket, 1 minus di by do square, do whole square will remains, divided by diameter of the solid shaft, that is d square. So therefore, as that is do square by d square whole square into do by d whole square into 1 minus 0.5. di by do is 0.5 because internal diameter is half of the external diameter, therefore 1 minus 0.5 square, and do by d square, as the external diameter is equal to the diameter of the solid shaft, therefore do by d is 1, therefore 1 minus 0.5 square, because di by do is 0.5, and so therefore WH by WS is 0.75, therefore weight of the hollow shaft is 0.75 times the weight of the solid shaft. Then comparison of strength. Comparison of strength means comparison of torque transmitted by both the shafts. So as you know that the strength of hollow shaft TH is pi by 16 do into tau into do raised to 4 minus small di raised to di raised to 4, and that is equal to pi by 16 do into tau into do raised to 4 minus do by 2, as the internal diameter of the hollow shaft is half of the external diameter, do by 2 raised to 4. So therefore pi by 16 tau into, after simplification it will be pi by 16 tau into do cube into 1 minus 1 by 16. So therefore pi by 16 tau into do cube into 15 by 16, call this equation as 3, and the strength of the solid shaft is Ts is equal to pi by 16 tau into d cube, call this equation as 4. So therefore dividing equation 3 by equation 4, therefore Th by Ts is equal to pi by 16 tau into do cube into pi by 16 divided by pi by 16 tau into d cube. So therefore here pi by 16 tau cancel with pi by 16 into tau, and here do by d cube into 15 by 16, as the external diameter is equal to the diameter of the hollow solid shaft. So therefore Th by Ts is equal to 15 by 16, that is equal to 0.9375. So therefore torque transmitted by the hollow shaft is 0.9375 times the torque transmitted by the solid shaft. So then lastly the comparison of stiffness. So we know that stiffness is T by theta, that is the torque transmitted divided by, it is a ratio of torque transmitted to the angle of twist per unit length. So therefore that is equal to C into J by L. So that the stiffness is T by theta, that is equal to Cj by L. Stiffness of the hollow shaft SH is equal to C into JH, that is the polar moment of inertia of the hollow shaft, divided by L. As you know that the polar moment of inertia of the hollow shaft is pi by 32 into do raised to 4 minus dr raised to 4 divided by L. Call this equation as 5. And the stiffness of the solid shaft SS is C into JS, where JS is the polar moment of inertia of the solid shaft, divided by L, that is equal to, as you know that the polar moment of inertia of the solid shaft is C, that is pi by 32 into d raised to 4. So therefore C into pi by 32 into d raised to 4 divided by L, call this equation as 6. So therefore stiffness of the hollow shaft divided by stiffness of the solid shaft is, so this C is same, that is material is same, that's the modulus of rigidity will remain same for both the shaft, and length is same. Therefore, after simplification, we'll get d over is to 4 minus dr is to 4 divided by d raised to 4. So after simplification, we'll get 1 minus do by d to the power of 4 into 1 minus 0.5 to the power of 4. So therefore, SH by SS is equal to 1 minus 0.0625. So that is equal to 0.9375. So these are the some multiple choice questions. Which of the following is the correct torsion equation? So the first option is m by I is equal to sigma by y is equal to E by R, and second option is T by J is equal to tau by R is equal to C theta by L, and m by R is equal to T by J is equal to C theta by L, and T by L is equal to tau by J, that is equal to R by C theta. The correct answer is answer B, option B, that is T by J, that is equal to tau by R, that is equal to C theta by L. Answer is B. Next question. In torsion equation, T by J is equal to tau by R, that is equal to C theta by L. In this equation, the term J by R is called as torsional rigidity, shear modulus, section modulus, polar modulus, none of those. The answer is C, that is polar modulus. Then the polar modulus for solid shaft of diameter D is, option A is pi by 4 into d square, option B is pi by 16 d cube, and option C is pi by 32 into d cube, and option D is pi by 64 into d raised to 4. As the polar modulus is the ratio of J by R, that is polar moment of inertia into radius of the shaft. So the polar moment of inertia for the solid shaft is pi by 32 into d raised to 4 divided by d by 2. It will be pi by 16 into d cube. Answer is, actual answer is B, not the C. It is, answer is B, pi by 32 into d cube divided by d by 2. So therefore, pi by 16 d cube. The polar modulus for a hollow shaft of outer diameter d and inner diameter small d is pi by 4 into d square minus small d square by d, pi by 16 d cube minus d cube by d, pi by 16 d raised to 4 minus small d raised to 4 by d, and pi by 32 d raised to 4 minus small d raised to 4 by d. The correct answer is C. So the correct answer is C. Pi by 16 into d raised to 4. So this is the wrong answer. So the answer is C. Next question. A shaft revolving at omega radians per second transmit torque T in Newton mm. Then the power transmitted is T into omega angular speed, torque into angular speed, that is in watts, 2 pi T into omega watts, 2 pi T into omega by 75 watts, 2 pi T into omega divided by 4500 watts. The correct answer is option A, that is T into omega watts. So this is the end of the session 5.